I met Tim Westwood once, and
I'm very sorry.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Season 2 is done. Hello, Jono.
Hello, mate.
You didn't know that was coming. I didn't know that was coming. Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to not an episode of Wait What. I mean, it kind of is, but it also isn't, because we're not going to talk to you about news stories. We don't have anything planned, do we?
Nope.
I've got a coffee, I've got a microphone, I've got a Jono. That's all I need. Two of those are very important. That's the coffee and the microphone.
Now, I knew that was coming.
You know that's not true, though. What have I named you on this Zencaster call?
I am Jono, aka Best Dude.
Yeah, Jono is the best dude. Best dude I know. Best dude in the world. I could meet everyone and still be like, you're alright, but have you met Jono? He is literally the best dude. Season 2 is over. People that are hearing this know that Season 2 is done. They've either just stumbled across this, and if you've done that, what are you fucking doing? This isn't what we're like. We're slightly better than this. So go listen to the other stuff. Don't start with Season 1, okay? Because the content was fun, but the microphones were terrible.
Like partway through Season 1? When did we get the microphones?
I just thought of a terrible pun. The first thing we recorded on was an iPhone 6, yeah? Like, obviously the small version, not the Plus.
Yeah.
So some episodes had microphones. The others were recorded on a microphone. I think it was like... I think we had the snowball for episode 2.
Yes, yeah.
100%, but that's because episode 1 and episode 2 were a month apart. Because we, between us, went to like 1 million countries. And one of those together.
Yes, we did.
But this isn't the season 1 wrap. We've done that. This is season 2 wrap with a W. I know how white I am. I'm not attempting that. Season 2 was fun.
Yep.
I'm going to completely lift the veil again and just say we haven't even posted all the episodes yet. Well, I mean, to be fair, we basically have. We've left it until as late as possible. Tomorrow, as it is now, episode 12 comes out.
Oh, shit.
That's
yeah,
right.
Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Are you okay, mate?
No, I don't know what day it is.
You've been too busy just making, like, UFOs and whales.
Pretty much, yeah.
Season 2 was fun. We had our first guest.
We did.
We also guested.
That we did.
Yeah. For the same person. We do. The thing is, we had other people that we wanted to get on the show, but just things didn't work out. And it actually caused us to fall behind, didn't it? Because we had like 5 or 6 things that recorded good to go before the first episode went out. And then we held back, like 3 weeks to try and get someone on the show?
Yeah, just like various technical issues, wasn't it? And
yeah, none of them at our end, though. We are the greatest. We were totes prepared, unlike today. Yeah, so that was kind of annoying, because then we had to catch up. But, I mean, you guys didn't notice anything different, and I'm proud of us for not missing our deadline.
Yeah.
There was not one show was late. I really better not put this out on, like, next Thursday by accident. That's what I'm more shocked about that more than anything, that I didn't accidentally get the dates wrong when scheduling. And just, like, one day, 3 came out.
I did that last week for my sister. She wanted me to order something for her, and I thought it was being delivered the day after, and it turned out it was this week.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like she was waiting in, and then she got a text saying it'll be delivered on this date, and she went,
Thanks, Jono.
My bad.
I mean, if you buy anything else from her now, that shit's coming late. Double the postage costs. Yeah, season 2 was fun. I feel like personally, as a podcast, we got better.
Well, we couldn't get worse.
Well, we could have. We could have. I think quite a few things changed. I think the way especially now, specifically how long the episodes are going to be, has gone back to sort of like 30, 40 minutes of recording time max.
Yep.
But I think just we've been more prepared, which has been nice. We learned how key it was to have some episodes ahead of time.
Yeah.
That was also nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I've enjoyed season 2 more than I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got our rhythm now.
Yeah, we have. On that note, there won't be a season. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm going to name this one podcast wrap up, not season 2 wrap up. Oh, it's a good coffee. I'm putting it on something soft so you don't hear it hit the table every time, but also that soft thing could cause the coffee to fall. So we're really playing it here, living life on the edge. That you either have to hear like every time, like putting the cup down like every time, or just one time I go when it's really hot. Yeah, well, how do you feel about season 2? Give me some of your thoughts, your feels.
Yeah, it's been good. As you said, it's nice being prepared. Whereas last season we just kind of rocked up week by week and was like, oh yeah, we got to do this now.
We literally rock. I think that's the other thing that's been quite nice is like while I loved being in the same room with you, the sound quality even before the microphones, it got so much better when we were recording through Zencastr.
Yeah.
And I think also it's easier for us because we don't have to arrange when and where we're going to physically meet. It's just like, are you free later? Yeah, cool. Open your laptop.
Yeah, I haven't got a 40-minute drive home afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nice because before it was like, we'll record straight after work? Yeah, sure. And then I'm kind of like, right, is my other half on a late? No. Is she on an early? Yeah, she'll be at home. Okay, can I ask her to go upstairs? Whereas now it's just like, all right, well, I'm going upstairs now, babe. And then I get upstairs, I'm like, hey, babe, but this one's to you. Jono, aka Best Babe. The coffee has been finished. The opportunity for screams is reduced. Yeah, I think we've grown more, as in our literal growth for plays, which has been really nice, actually. I just remember we had that, I said to you before, I won't go into too many details with numbers and stuff, but we had 4 months in a row where we grew every single month, and it looks like this month's going to be our 5th month where we have even more plays this month than we did the month before again. But it happened in a really weird pattern where it went like 1 month there was 25 more, the next month there was 26 more, then there was 27 more, then there was 28 more. And then I'm just like, now I'm like watching it grow, thinking like, could it get to 29 more? Like, if it gets 29 more, should I just delete all the episodes for the month and put them all back in? Big things. We jumped on Instagram this season, didn't we? We weren't on it last season.
Yeah.
We hit our 1,000 plays much earlier than we had planned to.
Yeah.
I think it was like in April, the 20th or 21st of April or something. I have it written down in a diary, but that diary is not within arm's reach, and I'm lazy. Yeah, and so that was pretty crazy. I just remember saying to you, like, I remember from like 995 up, you got a text every hour. Just like, no change. 996. And then it was 3 to go. And then it was 2 to go. And then it was, we've gone one more than we should have. When I looked, it was 998, and then it was 1001 like an hour later. And I was like, woo! So, yeah, I mean, I think by the time the episode tomorrow goes out and this episode goes out, we're going to be really, really close to 2,000 in our first 2 seasons. And we only wanted to get 1,000 in our first year.
Yeah.
So I think we're on target for hitting over 2,000 in our first year.
That'd be crazy.
Which is just in September the 12th, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think our first episode of season 3 is going to go out on like the 16th or something. It's the nearest Wednesday, and I like the Wednesdays. Wait, what Wednesdays? Yeah. www. I had to stop for a second because I really wanted to say www what? Then I was like, but that'd be wait, what Wednesdays? What? Oh, it's been a long day. I cleaned 2 cars today, mate, and polished them.
Can you do mine?
Yeah, bring it over.
Beautiful.
I actually will do that. I don't mind, mate. Drive it over, I'll do it.
I'll bring you beer.
Yeah, you bring a beer, and I'll clean your car. Your car's like half the size of mine.
Oh yeah, easily, yeah.
I think if you turned your car sideways, you'd get 3 cars in the space of mine. But yeah, I mean, what else have we done in season 2? As I say, we've gone into this with literally no preparation. I'm really like a throwback to how we used to record, and I'm realizing I didn't like it. No, we've just branched out a bit. I know what you mean about like finding our rhythm with it. It feels more natural now than how it did before we'd start recording, and I'd be like, why am I saying words to
Yeah.
a microphone? It feels really strange. No one's even listening. And now I'm like, oh, we've had some good feedback. We originally kind of hid it from friends and family, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it was like I said all the time that it was like, oh yeah, because I want to get like a realistic feedback from people that don't know us. But then like 30% of that answer was, I don't want my friends and family to know. If this is shit, I'd rather they never knew. But what's happened now is, I'm not saying we're good. What I'm saying is now I don't care if they think we're shit. Because there's enough other people that I can go, well, look at all these people in these 35 plus countries that listen to us.
Yeah.
You're wrong, Mum. My mum doesn't listen to it. She doesn't know what the internet is.
I always say to my mum that, like, oh, I've been recording with Stephen, and she's never actually asked what.
That's weird.
So I think she just assumes we're like doing music stuff.
I'm going to say this now, just in case she ever does listen. Hi, Pam. You're the best. She's a great woman. Your mother is a great lady.
Yeah,
Very small. Very, very nice.
It's bigger than Craig.
That is true. But I mean, like, only just. Yeah, we've as I say, we guested for the Round and Round podcast after Jeff from Round and Round the podcast was on ours.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was. I'm really. I said to Jono, and if Jeff's listening, wagwan Jeff, you're great. But I said to Jono, like, oh, Jeff was a really cool guy, man. Like, if we get another opportunity to record with him, like, you definitely should. And I kind of feel bad that you missed the first recording.
Yeah.
Because when we came away from recording, well, kind of taking over his podcast, I said to you, like, Jeff's cool, man. And you were just like, yeah. And like, he's such a great guy. So I kind of feel bad that you didn't get to record the first time with us as well.
Yeah. That was a shame, but you know, I've made up for it now, and hopefully there'll be another time as well.
You've been a multitude of pandas on his YouTube channel. I mean, one thing I'm going to say, just because it's Jeff related, one of the things that has come out of this season as well, and me and you were talking about this just before, I wanted to get into some other voice related things, like voice acting or some audio dramas and stuff like that. And I can talk about this now because at the moment it's like hush a little bit, right? But I can talk about it now because this episode doesn't go out for like a week and a day, and the episode that I'm about to discuss actually goes out at the same time as our last episode 12. So it's fine because by the time this is happening, I'm going to be asking people to go back and listen to something that came out the week before. So I got given a little shout yesterday to basically, I'd spoken to a few podcasts that are involved in an audio drama called Dispatches of Disassociation. That's not easy to say. How many times I have said that to other people and said it wrong is a hilarious number. Basically, best way to describe it is it's an audio drama about people falling in love and their correspondences during coronavirus. So, you know, when the way that you date is very different. And then a little bit of their personal story behind it. So you'll hear two people write to each other, and then you'll hear them kind of reacting to what they've written and things like that. And it's like a really cool premise of an idea for an audio drama. And I basically got approached by Jeff, who plays Vance or Vance, depending on how you want to pronounce it, in the audio drama. And he basically said, look, I need a really different, they're all American, I need a really different voice for a part. Are you interested? And I was like, 100% yes, throw it my way. I don't even care. I literally didn't care what it was. I was just like, I said to my other half, basically, this is like You know, when you want to be an actor and like you move to Hollywood and then they just go, "Hey, will you do an advert?" And you're like, "Yeah, 100%." And then that advert turns out to be "Who's got chlamydia?" and everyone just points at you, right? But
Like
it'd still work.
like in
Like
Friends
Joey.
with
Yeah.
Joey.
What is he not telling you? So I was like, I don't care what it is, you know. For me, then, if I get the opportunity to go and like audition for any form of voice acting thing, if someone says, "Have you done anything before?" I can just be like, "Yeah," and then I'll have like a 1 minute, 2 minute clip,
Yep.
and that's a lot better than turning up and going, no." So basically, my part was, as I say, Vance is googling how to make a woman love him, basically, and he finds a video on YouTube, and the voice you hear about how to make a woman love you is me. And it was a really cool role, as I mentioned it to you before. Like, I had to just be like this really condescending doctor called Dr. Rudolph, and I basically would be kind of looking down on the viewer, just like, "Oh, I can't believe you need to come here to find out how to make someone love you. You can't make someone love you, idiot." Like, and it was quite fun. Like, it had to be done in a really quick time frame, but it was fun to do. And I'm gonna say, go listen to it because it was such a great episode. But I haven't heard it yet because it comes out tomorrow. So they are playing around with the sound of it a little bit, so it sounds more accurate to what it would be like if I was. Imagine like I was an advert where someone you could hear it playing on a phone somewhere in the vicinity of the person who you can actually hear talking.
Yeah.
So it's by no means a big part, but for me, it's awesome, and I'm so glad I got to get involved. And that, linking back to our podcast, is why I've loved season 2, because we've managed to be involved with more people.
Yep.
Through both social medias, like one's not too far off of 2,000 now, and quite a few people we've got on there are other podcasts, just to talk through ideas with each other and help people in the same community out. But like, that's given me the opportunity to like actually want to get into it, because I kind of wanted to do that pre this podcast even happened. So yeah, that's another thing that happened in season 2 that's awesome. I'm a very happy person.
Good.
Tell me another thing that you liked about what we have done recently.
Well, I've taken up a bit more of the editing this season. Oh, well,
You have?
Any editing this season.
I don't know if people even like, because season 1, Jono did no do an edit.
I barely showed up to record, so.
To be fair, if we're being completely honest here, I kind of gave Jono the idea. I said I want to do a podcast. This is kind of what I want it to be about. Jono was like, "Yeah, I'm up for it." And then I kind of just went, "Good, we're doing it." So for season 1, to try it out and stuff, I was like, I don't really care how much Jono does, because I've kind of basically said I need someone to record with. It's you. So, I couldn't be doing this podcast without Jono, aka Best Dude / Babe. So yeah, for me, like, I didn't really care. I was just kind of like happy you were showing up. But yeah, you've been like smashing it out of the park with these edits.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of time recently, so.
Yeah, you did. And now everything's back to normal and you're still doing them.
Yeah. It's
so
right.
proud of you.
Well, now I've got to juggle that, and I've started that affinity designer course as well.
Watch out for... I'm calling it right now so that you have to do it. And I'm editing this episode, so fuck you, it's going out. Watch out. I want season 3. I want a brand new, insanely good logo.
Brand new logo I can do.
You can do insanely good.
No, I've had a couple of ideas. I got some doodles.
You are a doodle. Talking of that, like, the evolution of our logo is really weird, because we've had 3 logos in 2 seasons. Because we had the logo that I made for the first like 2 or 3 episodes, so that we had a graphic.
Yeah.
And I just remember, I remember this clear as day, because the only thing that's stuck from that is that our color seems to be something and red.
Yeah.
I remember sending you it, and it was just a darkish blue background, and it just said "wait what?" with a wait, comma, what, ? And then it said blog and podcast.
Yeah.
Right. And the whole idea, I was like well ahead of myself, like, I'm going to write things too. And then I was like, actually, editing takes a lot of time and I have a life. I have actually got to update the website. Or have I? I don't know if I want to. But that's a whole other discussion for me and you to have. But I remember sending it to you and I was just like, here you go. And you were just like, I think it's missing something. And then I just sent it back to you again with the question mark in red. And I was just like, is it this it was missing? And you were like, yes, I like the red question mark. So we just used it, didn't we, for like 3 episodes while you were having to play around. Then you come back to me like, oh, by the way, I've just had an idea, and sent back like a brick wall with like a flashing neon sign on it. And I was like, well, fuck me then. So that was a thing. That's the background to some of our YouTube videos still, because I can't bother to change them.
As long as
and it's easy enough.
As long as I don't have to learn a whole new design app every season, because I've gone through Procreate and now Affinity Designer. So...
Yeah, you're a season behind. You need to learn another one.
Oh shit!
Just learn Paint really well, and we'll claim that. And then the one we've got, it's more simple, but I think it's better. I like it. I prefer the one we've got now than the one we had before.
Yeah. I don't know. I learned that like neon trick, and then I just did it on everything.
That's the way it goes, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But the cutout one, I do quite like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really like it, and I think it's more like, I don't know, like, I hate saying these words, but like on brand, because everything, it kind of looks more like it kind of jumps out of the page more of you.
Yeah.
Like the same kind of thing the same kind of font and design you'd see on things that are meant to be a bit weird and wacky,
Yeah.
That's like our nicknames. Which one do you want to be, weird or wacky? Welcome to another episode of Wait What with your co-hosts Weird and Wacky. How you doing, Wacky?
Do we have to make new social media handles? Just Wait What Weird
no.
and Wait What Wacky?
Oh God, no. 2 social medias is enough. That's another thing you've been doing, isn't it?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, just barely.
Hey, sometimes I do have to cover you. And sometimes this makes me sad. The only times it makes me sad is when I go, what are you posting tonight? And it's like 10 o'clock and you're like, and I'm like, you don't have anything, do you? And you're like, and I'm like, ugh. And then I have to post what I was going to post for like my day and then frantically scramble to find something else. And like, if it happens on the Monday, it's the worst, because Sunday, I know what I'm posting. It's always going to be a 30-second clip from an episode.
Yeah.
It won't be soon, though, because there'll be a month where there's no episodes. So it'll be even worse if you forget to post. But yeah, like, that's been... I can't describe to you how helpful that has been, because before, obviously there was no way this season would have happened if you hadn't have edited half of them. Like, there was I would have had to have been awake 20 hours a day to get 12 episodes edited in time.
Yeah.
But the social media is super helpful because, I'm in constant conversations on Twitter and he said Twitter and social media, Twitter and Instagram with people trying to like get us on new shows and just like plug the fuck out of our podcast. And then I'm also trying to grow us as much as possible. And then also having conversations with people, like getting them onto our show. And I like, that's fine. I understand that's maybe more in my wheelhouse than yours.
Yeah.
So before, did you hear my stomach?
Yeah, I did.
That was the weirdest noise ever. It was like my stomach was like, yeah, I agree too, bro. I'm leaving that edit in now. That's good. If I comment on these things and we both laugh about them, I can then not edit them out. It saves me time for the post-production. Yeah, so that's been a massive help, because if I had to find 4 things to post a week and then also go through and get in contact with other people, like, I don't think I'd have a life. So just having like basically only one thing to think about posting, because one gets sent to me anyway.
Yeah. It's
a big help. So I don't think season 2 would have been as big a success without you putting in as much work as you did, sir.
Oh.
So thank you very much.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Look at that. We had a heartfelt moment.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Yeah. People don't need to know that we like each other.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah, back to... Well, I'm about to say back to Huge, but that's the actual opposite. The one before we had a heartfelt moment is actually correct. Yeah, you came over for a barbecue though, didn't you?
I did. It was lovely. You were wonderful
Thanks,
hosts.
Thanks, bro. We've kind of got it down to a T now because, we've had so many people over that it's kind of completely normal for us now. And I think it's weirder when we have dinner and it's not a barbecue and there's not people in the garden. So, yeah, it's just like, I go, right, I'll do this, you do this, and then we'll go on and do this. And she's like, great. And so Sarah's like cleaning the barbecue bit and I'm laying the table out. And then, okay, right, well, the sausages, yeah, that's you. And then you're marinating the chicken, great. And then I'm out here like doing this with the burger. Like everything is just, it's like a fine, like, ballet now. It's the barbecue ballet. Yeah, it was nice. You brought over some lovely beers.
They were good beers.
We made them the official beer of the podcast. Tell the people about the beer.
It was the Jubal beer. There's 3 flavors. You got peach, grapefruit, and elderflower. And each one is as delicious as the last.
Yeah, I mean, grapefruit's good, but I think it's my least favorite. But then I'm not a big fan of other grapefruit things.
Mm.
But the elderflower, good.
Yes.
And the peach, good.
Yeah.
Made me feel like Joey again when Rachel makes the trifle.
Yeah.
He's like, what's not to love? Beef, good. Potatoes, good. Cream, good. And it just carries on eating.
It tastes like feet.
Oh, God. Now, just quickly onto the discussion that I made us not have. It's nice to find a thing for me and you that's stuck.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what have we worked on in the past?
Oh, God. What haven't we? We had the animation.
Yeah, that was fun. It just took a lot of time.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of fun, but it was very time-consuming, especially for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It was stop motion animation, and Jono was the editor. But I took all the photos and put all of the video generally together.
Yeah.
So, we're talking like a photo a second. Sometimes 100 photos for a minute. So that was a lot. But I really enjoyed it. And when I look sometimes on, so I still have that YouTube channel.
All right.
And it still has 317 subscribers. But if I look at our videos and I go most popular, I'm doing it right now. One of our videos has 32,000 views.
That's crazy.
And another one has 25,000 views. And then we've got a couple that are like 2 or 1,500. And then all the rest are like 500 plus, really. And it's actually insane. It's at the point where we probably would have, even by today's standards, if we were still doing them, we could have had enough subscribers and we easily would have had enough watch time to actually monetize our content.
Yeah.
But instead, we started a podcast. We've done... What else have we done?
We tried like the music blog, didn't we?
We did. That was fun. We got some free stuff.
Yeah.
Also, that was a great moment. But yeah, I don't know. I think the thinking about what to write and stuff like that, like, I don't mind writing. I know it's something you really didn't like doing.
Yeah.
And so that was difficult because then that just became that I was writing a lot of more stuff and then I didn't want to write anymore.
Yeah.
We've done something else.
Have we?
Yeah, I swear we have. I swear there's 3 things. Maybe this is the 3rd thing. I don't know anymore. We've been through a lot of crap. But I'm glad this is stuck. As I said to you before, I don't really think I would want a life without some form of podcast now. And they're quite fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think with the picking up the editing as well, like, obviously normally you hear your voice and you're just like, oh God, cringe. But you get a lot used to it, and just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just finding the rhythm, and it's not feeling like, okay, we're putting on a performance now. It's
yeah, it feels really normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. at the beginning, it was just like, okay. It was almost like feeling like I'd stepped on stage for like a gig or something.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to be like that version of me. And now I don't really give a fuck.
Do you remember like how we'd be trying to start the first couple of episodes and we'd just be like, oh god, I'm nervous.
Yeah, and now I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna hit record and sing the season is over. Yeah, like that was so weird. But I think it's because it was good that we were nervous because it showed that we like cared about what we were putting out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I still care about what we put out. There's listeners now going, no, you don't. The last 3 episodes have been shit. Actually, no, they haven't. Season 11? Fucking God, we better not get to that. Episode 11 was fucking hilarious. If you didn't at least listen to the last 7 minutes of absolute hilarity about a man who purposely did a forceful intestinal gut wind, you're an idiot. Yeah, no, when we started, it was just like, are you ready? No. Are you? No. And then we'd just be like, and it just felt kind of like we had to be like, I think we just thought we had to be really funny all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, now we just know that we are.
Yeah, now, thanks to the internet, we've been told we're hilarious. I think what we thought was that us talking, I still to this day don't get it, but I thought that us talking to each other in the way that we do, just clearly having been friends for many, many years, wouldn't be enough, and that like we had to really oversell what we were talking about to make people think it'd be interesting. But like the recurring sorry, my stomach is like a fucking thunderstorm. I don't know how much of it you can hear, but I feel perfectly fine. But I'm going for a run in about 20 minutes, and I'm scared.
It's all right. Maybe the fear will make you run quicker.
Just did a 5k in 4 minutes. With my leg, it's possible. I'm actually scared. Yeah. What was I talking about? The thunderstorm has completely distracted me. My intestinal gut wind has distracted me. Yeah, I thought that what we were talking about wouldn't be interesting enough unless we made it sound like we were super interested in it.
Yeah.
But the recurring feedback is like, you guys are really easy to listen to because you can tell how good of friends you are. And I'm like, oh, it's lovely. So like now I'm like, fuck it. Here's a new story. And then you do a little bit of a laugh, I do a bit of a laugh. I'm like, if that isn't good enough for you, fuck off. There's loads of other podcasts, you bastard. So yeah, this season's felt more natural, more fun. I think that's why it's been more fun.
Yeah.
It's been good. Oh my God. Can you hear that? I feel like I want to like sit closer and like lower the mic down. It's like...
There was one just a second ago that I thought was like your phone vibrating.
Nah, bro, that was me. That was me vibrating. Okay, let's wrap up the wrap up, right? Wrap it up before you slap it up.
The fuck?
That's a phrase that relates to condoms. I met Tim Westwood once, and
I'm very sorry.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. God, that guy is so fucking annoying. Do
you remember when he accidentally posted his credit card details to Snapchat because he was sending them to a girl?
Yeah, such a dickhead, man. He was like a 45-year-old definite nonce. Definitely a nonce. Official nonce of the podcast. We don't need that. Noncing is bad. If you're a nonce and you're listening to this, stop noncing. It's bad.
Yeah.
Also,
Alan.
I need to stop saying noncing. Did you say yeah, Alan?
Yeah.
Alan doesn't listen to podcasts. He doesn't even know how to put headphones in. He's like, oh, I'm on season 2. I haven't heard anything yet, though. Like, Alan, you put your headphones in your nostrils. He's like, oh, what? Okay, yeah, that's that. No, I don't know why I've given him a weird accent when he has an accent. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I wonder why it was fucking weird. No, I met him in a club in Crawley.
Wow.
And he was giving out condoms with his face on them. It was the weirdest. He was like, oh man, you got take one of these. And I was just like, I mean, it's in my hand now, so I feel like this has been forced upon me. He was just a weird dude. He was like, "Yeah, man, yeah. What you looking for tonight?" And I was like, "Personal space. Fuck off." Trying to go buy some really overpriced beers. He was a weird human. He then went up and DJ'd. And by DJ'd, I mean played some of the shittest music. But all the drunk people were like, "Oh my god, it's someone famous!" So they were like dancing the fucking asses off. And the music was like, he changed it every like 4 fucking bars. Like, it was the worst. It was the worst. The nightclub itself was already pretty bad. But it got worse. I didn't think that was possible.
Wow.
So, oh, stomach. I might isolate these sounds. Oh my god. Did you hear that one? I might name this podcast Season 2 Wrap Up. Did you hear that one?
Wrap up rumbles.
Entire... Wrap up rumbles. The bolognese I had for dinner was lovely, but apparently my stomach is either super happy about it or disagrees with me. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Because we got distracted by me saying a sentence and then talking about the time I met Tim Westwood. Season 3. There'll be a season 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think... I'm not bored of it yet. Are you bored of it yet?
Nope.
Thank God. Imagine if this was how you told me. Yeah, there'll be a season 3. We're going to work super hard over the next month or so.
We're going to work over the next month or so.
We are going to... There may be a season 3. Yeah, we're going to work hard over the next month or so and get it ready for September. September the 16th, calling it now. That's going to happen.
God.
It's going to happen.
Pressure's on.
It probably will happen. There's a chance it will happen. That episode will be a partly normal episode and also a partly holy fuck, we've been podcasting for a year episode.
Yeah.
That is insanity. And in that time, this will be the 25th thing we've put out. Although technically, one of them was just a season 2 announcement. So, while yes, we have put 25 things out, I'm not claiming 25 episodes. So,
yeah, I'll count it. Yeah,
why not? Fuck it, 25. Woo! Season 3, that'll be fun. We'll have some guests. Hopefully, the episodes will be 20 to 30 minutes long. Probably 25 to 35 minutes long, maybe 30 to 40.
We say as we're ticking over 43 minutes at the moment.
Fuck. Yeah.
It's okay. Right. You're editing this one.
I know, man. On that horrendous bombshell. Please don't sue us, Top Gear. I'm going to end it by saying thanks to everyone that listened to season 2. I think we'd both kind of secretly agreed that. Oh my god, my stomach. My stomach's like, yeah, thanks, bro. I think we both kind of in our heads, without saying anything, kind of agreed that, if season 2 didn't really go anywhere and we didn't really have any listeners, that maybe season 3 wouldn't have happened. I think if we'd just continued with low numbers or we'd only just hit our 1,000, then our discussion for season 3 would maybe have sounded different.
Yeah.
Is that fair, you think?
I think that's fair.
Yeah. But, actually, thanks to everyone that listens, we're hopefully going to surpass by double what we expected in our first year. We hit our first year target in half a year. So, thanks, really. What about you, John T? Jono, a.k.a. Best Babe?
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well there.
Don't you steal my words. You say your own words. The people deserve some more Jono.
Oh, they haven't been that bad.
Well, okay. Good job, everyone. Thanks to Jono for being a great co-host. Good job, Jono. Well done.
Thanks, and good job to you for doing 90% of the talking. And your stomach doing 5%.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm 85, you're 10, and my stomach's fine. Okay, I mean, more out of a dire need to make sure I don't shit myself while recording. We should end here. Thanks to everyone for listening. Quick shout out to my nephew Adam, who's listening through everything, and I'm hoping he doesn't complete season 2 before this goes out. And he'll hear this too. And a quick shout out to Barry as well, because he's been listening through them.
Hey, Baza.
Yeah, Barry Arna Grande. That's a little in joke. Good work, everyone. Mighty fine. Keep listening to podcasts. They're great. Check out some BBC Sounds things. What was the name of that podcast? The thing you're listening to that I'm listening to? Whisper in the Darkness? I've answered it. Don't even talk, Jono. You're not even needed. So listen to Whisper in the Darkness and the thing beforehand, because that's great. That can fill the time, while you're empty inside, wondering when season 3 is going to come. Don't wonder. I've already told you earlier on in the episode. Open your fucking ears. So thanks for listening, and bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, welcome to season 2, episode 2 of Wait What?
You need to do that again. All I can hear is your chair. It was literally, hey guys, welcome to season 2 episode. Wait, what?
Oh well, there's a blooper.
Police in Vienna defended the... I was laughing still. Listen to this. That's me scrolling. It's annoying because you know this mouse. It's 90% quieter clicking. Listen. That's a very quiet click. Apparently, 100% louder scrolling.
Well, they have to put the sound somewhere.
We'll just take this 90% click sound and we'll put it into the scrolly sound. No one will mind. You made me do a thunk. More thunking than I thought I would thinkity thunks. Fuck. More fucks. Very fuck. Suddenly fuck. Much fuck. I've said fuck so many times. Yeah. And that's one of those. I don't know what that is. Please stroke our online egos. Tell us we're funny. A little story about an astrophysicist. Hey, Jono.
What's up, Stephen?
We've got to be really quick. We've got 5 minutes to make our podcast sound interesting to random people.
Oh, no, we're going to need more time.
Yeah, I fear that. But quickly, tell them where... I don't know. Oh.
He'll just get trapped in the middle of the flaps, though. He won't be able to open them.
That's someone's going to fucking edit that sound clip. Just trapped in the middle of the flaps. Slightly a sex tape.